Come one, come all to witness a great feat. How a grown woman will expose herself to children for beads. Men urinate in the streets. This is just the beginning. Welcome to Mardi Gras, my favorite time of the year. But Tuesdays haven't been the same since August 2005, but I guess since it's February, it's time for me to let the dehumanization of civilization begin. Watch as pre-Katrina homeowners are downsized and looked at as leftovers because their status is now the new homeless, I guess. Living in my city is supposed to be like this, where the media is more concerned about the economics of the French Quarter than the citizens being used as political ploys. I'm not surprised when it's illegal for you to pray in school, but not for a Catholic priest to touch a little boy. They won't care as long as they're not tagged as a refugee in the morning come Tuesday, finding the issue to raise any other flag besides the one that they say came to save you after your third day on the rooftop. So when I see my national and state flag, I refuse to salute, because the only message that's sent is that it's okay to ignore the homeless in this city. It's known as Mardi Gras. It won't affect the parade routes, the big marching bands that stump boots to the pavements without ever losing the syncopation of a tune infused with jazz. But I don't find it too musical when I take my niece to a parade and she sees a man unzipping his pants, releasing himself in the middle of the street like my home is his toilet bowl. And I guess I'm supposed to be quiet and go home and not be bothered by this because he's intoxicated and it's all a good time. And I would hate to be looked at as bougie. So instead, I throw a pile of beats at his neck and tell him go piss in the middle of the road in your own community, because mines don't want it. And the news go flaunt it that a visit during this time is hoping we built the city. But the same thing they're called rebuilding elsewhere, they're called ethnic cleansing. My God, this is my favorite time of the year, because you notice the little things that was held over your eyes, like the parade costumes that look more like Klan uniforms. But those thoughts never once crossed their minds as they adorn them. They go ahead and party on a sex-soaked street named Bourbon. So ask your bartender to put your drinks on the rocks and have a toast to New Orleans and all its splendor and all. But like the news might say, come back next year. We so need your money. So come back and see the Mardi.
Do you want the word? Pass it on.
My motherly instinct kicked in and I suddenly got the urge to tell him, like, you're being so.
But where I sit, I can clearly see every female in her mid-20s with tight hip huggers, belly rings, breasts lifted up high, nicely exposed at the top, hair tied back to make her chest pop because she has to look good for Jesus.
Aware and conscious while dressing Zion and mindful of serpent's wings, must always remember to listen.
You are watching the Soapbox. It says Pass It On, Mardi Gras edition. We're out here on world famous Bourbon Street, bringing Mardi Gras directly to you, 2014. Holla back, son. Holla back. It's March, so it's Women's History Month. So we got some awesome women poets. We're going to do an all women's edition of the Soapbox this time around. I won't spoil the names for you. You'll see them as they're revealed. So it should be pretty awesome. I'm excited about this. Pass it on.
My throat is 282 feet below sea level. A valley for all of his semen to flow into. Could we consummate our love until another life formed? I mean, another way in, like my two lips are not enough. You make me so wet. Ozark will file bankruptcy.
Yes.
Could you squeeze my juices like vineyards and taste me like fresh wine? I promise to fill your mouth like glass so that we can toast to this moment. I want to make history with this passion. I want my body to be a revolution. Take over my territory, claim it, possess it like apostrophes, and let your tongue write a constitution that I promise to serve. Enter me slow. Allow my walls to swallow and pulsate your ego. Leave an imprint of you. My Nikon has photographic memory, so you develop through the negatives, and I will positively give you 1,000 words for this picture. Follow my voice as I spit poetic saliva on your mic. Grab you and caress the tender areas of your soul. I'll swallow your pride as long as you promise to be everything that I will ever need. I don't need a ring. The warmth of your pearl necklace is enough. I know it came from a place deep within. Let's dance, do the Argentine tango. Let me wrap my legs around you. Grab me and hoist me to a position where you can screw me harder than a 6-amp drill. I feel all this passion from my spine to my medulla oblongata to my fountain, shooting juices further than jade fire. Turn me around and watch it bounce. CGI movement because my ass is in 3D, yes. Let's toast to this moment. Allow me to sip your white wine. You do me so good, I could describe it with every letter of the alphabet. Amazing, breathtaking, climactic, delicious, exciting, fun, great, heavenly, intimate, juicy, kinky, lovely, magnificent, nasty, orgasmic, pleasing, quality, racy, steamy, tantalizing, unbelievable, vivid, warm, xenial, yearnful, zany. I want to ride you like my life depended on it.
Yes.
Suck you dehydrated and kiss you breathless. Cheers.
All right, we're at Mardi Gras. It's Mardi Gras 2014. I'm standing here with my new friends. What's your guys' name?
Brazil?
Rosalind.
Rosalind.
Rosalind. My mom's name is Rosalind. Wow, you don't look like my mom. You're about the same height.
Oh, yeah, she's from the Philippines, baby. It's all good.
Okay.
It's all good, yeah.
Good.
Worldwide.
Are you guys poetry fans?
Of course.
Okay. The poet that I'm introducing right now, she's a phenomenal poet. She just got inducted to the Team Snow. That's our local slam team.
Ooh, that's big. I like that.
Defended champion slam team.
I like that.
She's been doing a lot of important things in the city. She's
What's up?
doing the Black Arts Fest at Tulane.
I love that. I love that.
Awesome. She's
I
awesome.
love that.
All right. So
I love that.
Do you want the word?
I want the word. Pass it on the frequency.
All right.
Yeah, already.
Claire Huxtable is the only positive image of a black woman I remember from my childhood. The wife of a black doctor, a mother to 5 children and a law degree. I mean, damn, this is superwoman. And I wanted to be just like her. A few years later, I discovered comic books predated the civil rights era. I discovered no matter how much I wanted, that red S wasn't meant for black characters. And then I discovered the women that looked like me were remnants of caricatures. Jezebels who jumped from their towers and landed booty first in hip-hop scenes. Aunt Jemima mammies who took off the aprons and donned their crowns as welfare queens. If only we had a woman to give to our daughters as role models, we begged and pleaded. Lifted our faces to the heavens, asking the gods to send us the she that we needed when... Look up in the sky! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's a strong black woman! You know who I mean. A sister who achieves by any means but understands the necessity of putting her dreams on hold to uphold the community. And this is the image we created to give our daughters the strength of superwomen. But it's tragic when we pretend to be the Picassos of our painful past. How naive to believe this was an image we made to send our daughters down the right path. Because like scarlet A's on women's bodies to illustrate the romance between sexism and society, this symbol was whipped onto black women's chests until it bled a red S on the wedding night of racism and sexual brutality. Because like most stereotypes, a strong black woman has her roots in slavery's trees. Just another character written into the master's mythology that went a little something like this. Once upon a time, there were 2 women, both living in different hells. One was the strong black woman and the other, the Southern belle. The belle was a white woman oppressed by Southern patriarchy, forced silent and above all, valued for her chastity. She was bred to be a wife but wasn't expected to satisfy carnal needs, so laying on her back became another one of the black woman's duties. After all, she was strong enough to take it. I mean, what strength it must have taken to work the fields and the bedroom unwillingly. What strength it must have taken to have children knowing they were black oil in the gears of slavery. What strength it must have taken to hide a breast full of milk from these same children so the child of your rapist can feed. To have survived by becoming scapegoats of American history, torn down and mined through the exploitation of our strong bodies. Somebody tell me how we managed to adopt another one of racism's bastard children. How the Hyattsville light, but she was kryptonite to our daughter's improvement. Because what the hell is the point of teaching them to be superwomen when they don't have any powers? See, black women have never been known to stop bullets in our path. Instead, we're better known for clutching our sons close when we hear the guns blast. How can we be deemed super when we cannot even fly? When we are history's caged birds who were never taught to sing, let alone spread our wings, locked in cages till we anamorphed into bird-brain beings, chicken heads clucking in video scenes until flight became a distant dream. What bitter irony in comparing us to a hero with self-healing abilities, when in reality, black women are at the highest risk of everything from heart disease to HIV, not to mention the emotional pain that we shoulder for our communities. And I don't know the last time I picked up a dictionary, but I do know this quite well. There's either something wrong with our definition of strength or our definition of self.
Mardi Gras 2014. I'm here with my friend. What's your name, my friend?
Dick Johnson.
Dick Johnson. You have a very large mustache.
Yes, I
Have
do.
you been growing that all your life?
All my life.
All 25 years of your life?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, I don't know if you're noticed, but your mustache doesn't exactly match the hair.
I dyed my hair.
Oh, you dyed your hair gray?
Yes.
That makes sense. Okay, cool. All right, well, we're gonna introduce another poet for our online open mic. Is that okay with you?
That's all right.
So our next artist, she is a phenomenal poet. She's also a playwright. She had a play in Fringe Festival. Last year, she was on the Slam New Orleans National Championship team, and she is all around awesome. Do you want the word? Pass it on, Casey Filson.
Pass it on, Casey Filson.
Yes, there you go.
We are kindergarten arts and crafts, glue, stuck hands, cut ribbon, and stiff cardboard. My kazoo, the only one that doesn't whistle when we blow our small lips into it, and the tears come faster than I can squeeze them back. I tell everyone it's because I miss my grandparents, my dog, anything that sounds like truth, anything to stop my brain's jump from frustration to failure to bleak to broken the first time I lie, to turn my sadness into something prettier. Something the adults around me will understand is the first time I know there is something in my brain that will never be quiet. That stupid cardboard tube bent silly in my shaking here is where I learn that this broken will not turn off. That from here on my whole life will be swallowing. I come to know that this breaking has a taste to it, the same copper tongue pitting of the mouth's sense when my belly empties all that it has into my arms, my legs, my limbs heavy weighting my body to the floor. There is nothing I can do to chain and pulley myself from the bottom. I just wait. The shiver will quiet itself from my mouth. My hands will tire from the grasping at nothing. Sleep will come, but never for as long as I dream it will. I'm 12 when I learn that my illness is a superpower. I can see the undeniable truth of my worthlessness. My superpower tunes me into what everyone around me is thinking. They're thinking that I am worthless too. That my heart is a sinking ship. We all know that what makes up my body does not make me human. I'm not a real person. I float invisible, panic between the fingers of anyone that tries to touch me. I am only pieces. I am only empty house. The first boy I loved said he could not love me back because my eyes held too much sadness. The only one who saw the barren blister empty inside of me, I did not blame him for wanting someone warmer. It is easier for everyone if I'm happy. If I'm just quiet, just sensitive. There are no heels rocking back and forth in the bedroom, begging for someone to hear them. No clutching at the heart's locked door. No digging at the walls. In the chaos of these episodes, I am the most beautiful. In the moments I allow my wild brain the freedom to unfurl itself. When I allow myself to think of the bridge, the pistol, the bottle, it is not that I want to die. It is that I want to start over. Choosing to want to be happy is the hardest decision a depressed person can make. To rid yourself of the crutch, to admit that your brain is a liar, that none of this is as bad as this feels. I am 17 when I choose to try. I am 24. And sometimes I am still the hollowed hull of my own heart. But sometimes, sleeping now in a bed that has never had to hold down my wild hands, it is the trying that keeps me breathing.
Poetry.
Drop. Humor.
Romance.
Sex.
open mic.
My name is Heaven Beatbox, and everything you're about to hear is 100% vocal. There's no pre-recorded tracks. It's open the mouth. And this is a special shout out. 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 This is the word. Word. With Tank and the Bangers. This is the word. Bangers. This is the word. All right.
Y'all make some noise for Tank one time, y'all. Every now and then she like to get a little crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, Vonnie, I haven't always been this way, you know. I used to be a very normal girl before Brenda started doing my hair and shit. I used to wear it really long and, you know, normal until I fell in love. But who I love did not love me back. But my God, is that okay? Because Trina, I went to his house, you know, unannounced of course, because I saw the welcome mat. And when you see a welcome mat, that means that bitch, I'm welcome. So I found the key underneath the back door, walked it, and I saw him there, you know, so he didn't see me though. So I backed up from the bathroom, went into the kitchen, and thank God my bangers was there to help me, you know. I'm not crazy. I'm not coming up in your kitchen like the nice to put your dishes and to leave a feeling that's gonna make I think I cook your clothes and wash your cook your clothes and wash your cook your clothes and wash your cook. Boy, I cook, bitch, I cook. I'm crazy, and now I'm mumbling. What the fuck? Shit.
Who are we here with? Who are we standing here with?
I'm Sherry Johnson from Philadelphia.
Okay, and you're enjoying Mardi Gras?
First time here. I'm a virgin.
You don't look like a virgin to Mardi Gras. You have the perfect ensemble. You have a lot of beads. Did you work hard for those beads?
Not really.
No? But you did earn them.
I went like this a little, and that was...
You did what you had to do. Awesome. Okay, so we got another poet coming up. Do you like poetry?
I do.
Good, me too. She's an awesome poet out of Alexandria. She's been on the slam team for Team Snow a couple of times, a national champion. She's been on Versus and Flow. She's an amazing poet. Do you want the word?
Yes. Pass it on. Icon the artist.
Woo, that beat came right at you. You didn't have to do anything.
I already wrote my first poem. Then inked my existence in amniotic fluid. Who would ever think that the child of two teens would one day be considered the child of a king? And it seems that ever since September 10th, 1980, I've been trying to figure out my own composition. I guess that's why I always keep a notebook handy. Never been too fond of the labels other people tried to hand me, but handouts come a dime, a dirty dozen when you grow up where I did. Age 7. Bus to an all-white neighborhood to attend a school with walls the same color. That was the first time I realized that my skin didn't match the decor. Age 9, fresh little boys would try to grab my behind. That was the first time I realized there was something between my thighs that this world would try to convince me wasn't mine. That same year, I picked up a purple one-subject spiral notebook and I began to pen rhymes. Age 18, found God. Age 19, found someone to replace him. Age 25, gave away the biggest part of myself that Katrina didn't wash away. Age 29, lost everything I thought gave me value, including God. Age 30, he found me. Age 31, I began to find myself. Age 32, there she is. Realized that I was more than just this physical body. See, these mortal cells ain't got enough bars to incarcerate an eternal spirit that spit like me. They say the word cuts like a two-edged sword, so all I do is spear it when I speak. Some may believe that these things made me stronger, but I believe he made me strong enough to handle these things. He made me. See, my father, he made me. He made me way before I was ever a zygote. God already wrote a beautiful poem, God. And he lovingly named her me. Ooh, thank you.
Hello, guys. What you got?
Right. We're here with Desiree Dillon.
No, not yet. Okay, what are you guys' names? What's your guys' names?
Michelle and Joanne.
Where are you guys from?
Houston.
You enjoying Mardi Gras?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna bring it to our next poet. Do you want the word?
2. You just pass it on to Desiree Dillon.
My thighs feel upset that you only offered one bite of your Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia. My thighs say more, please. More room, more beat, drop. My thighs can dance all night. My thighs want your thighs to work a little bit harder. My thighs may or may not want to fuck some of the people in this room right now. My thighs are always the elephant in the dressing When we beg him to stop, when we never ask for your eyes, or your hands, or your mouth, my thighs know bruise, beckon, they know quake, crave. My thighs have been shame, fear, still are most days. My thighs know when to tighten, when to stop all the space taking up. My thighs know empty. All we do is doorway for this body's ability to woman. We've always been this axis, this balancing act of woman. Do we make you uncomfortable? Is this too much praise, gospel of this body? We don't know small. Our everything is too big, monstrous, sturdy. We stay the stilts that carry this woman body, armor, the pillars for this heart, this everything woman. My thighs say you don't know shit about envelop. Coil through the quiver, pull the love into you like we do. My thighs say leave the lights on. We spent a lifetime hiding. Let us shake out of this shame. We are the ruthless twins, the too strong to not run toward everything. Like my thighs say don't tell us shit about what we say about this body, this heavy body. It is light. It is light. It is ours. We gatekeepers. We welcome committee. My thighs say come into this when we say this is ours. All of this. Ours.